Alright Nathan, what are we doing today?
Alright, so we are 3 days out from Drag Challenge. So we've decided yesterday we should probably get the fairlane up here and look at it. And boy did we come across some issues.
We are so underprepared for Drag Challenge, it's not even funny.
Yeah. So we got the car on the hoist. I was chasing down a tow bar for a very long time.
Yep.
We had to rip apart the whole back of the car to fit a new tow bar.
Yep.
We didn't film this because we thought, it's just a tow bar. This was a shit job.
Yeah.
But anyway, we have our tow bar now. And then as we kind of went over the car, we realised the water pump's gone. So we had to race down to Burson to go get another water pump. So we replaced the water pump yesterday. So today we have a checklist of what we want to go over on the car. So we want to do all this today and hopefully get the car basically ready. So we need to fix the drain hose, the turbo drain hose, which is still giving us grief.
Still leaking.
We need to fill the coolant and bleed it because obviously we just did the water pump. We need to test the fuel drains. So as you all know, we got our flashy boot set up and Michael can drain each tank, the surge tank and the fuel cell via the dry brakes. So we can switch fuels. We need to test them to make sure that they drain. We need to nut bolt check the whole car. We need to check lights. We need horns.
We need horns.
Because this car doesn't have any horns. We need to calibrate the speedo. We need to do a 98 tune. We need to test the trailer plug. And we need to pack the toolbox. That's all we can basically do today.
We need to raise it.
Oh! We need to raise the car too, because we're now going to have a trailer and 2 people in the back.
Yes. So, if you're wondering what the hell we're talking about here and what's going on, we're thinking the same thing. But basically what it is, we're going to Drag Challenge weekend, and that is only 3 days away, as Nathan said. It crept up on us, not gonna lie. After Summer Nats and all that, we got back, we were kicking back, enjoying life, doing a few little things, little projects, and then Nathan said, hey, Drag Challenge is only like 3 weeks away, and we went, what? We're not ready for that. The car hasn't even been driven down a track yet. The car's not even, well, it's the fairlane, it does what it does. So basically what we're doing now is we're doing the mad scramble to try and get this thing ready for Drag Challenge weekend and hopefully make it through the whole weekend. We were actually planning on working on the Gemini this weekend because we have a bunch of parts sitting over there ready for it. But this is probably more pressing. So we're going to work on this. So, like I said, we need to get some work done. We should probably get into it. Yeah.
Let's start with a list. The worst job that we're going to probably do today is probably going to be the drain hose, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that, well, it hasn't been run for a little while, so it should be fairly empty. So let's start with that. Yeah, let me know how you go with it.
Hey, I'll get the old one off.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's just as easy as and slipping it off. Anyway, let's get her up.
Yeah. Trying to get that hose off. Right up in there, which is kind of a pain, but we'll show you when we get out.
Yeah, there's a stainless tube that runs off the turbo and it meets about that far away from the bung in the sump. And the whole time we've been replacing that short hose and it just keeps leaking, and this hose that we got on it is just too thick.
Yeah, we got some new hose. It's really thick and we're not actually being able to clamp it on, I think. So
we're going to replace it again. This is definitely not staying this fix. We have some goodies over there for this car, and that turbo drain is going to go to one of those maybe flexible steel ones, or we might just run an AN line.
This setup has worked for a long time.
Well, it had a rubber hose, but we cooked it on the dyno because it just got too hot.
Yeah, if you recall our dyno episode, you'd probably remember us cooking that hose.
Yeah.
So we're just hoping we're going to cook it again, but it'll cook after Drag Challenge. It'll make it through Drag Challenge, and we're going to take some spare ones with it.
Yeah, exactly right. So I'm going to get this off, and Michael's going to put a new one on.
Just go full Rocky Balboa and cut it.
Oh, this hose is not easy to cut.
It'll after you take it off and just pours oil.
It is pouring oil. It's only dripping, like, barely.
So, this is the hose that we're talking about that we did use. Let's get out here. So you can see how thick that is. And the issue is that we're having our clamps just aren't able to close on that because it's just so thick and strong. You can't compress it, so it's just leaking on the fitting. Alright, I'll do the new one then, eh?
Yeah, I reckon just cake it in some maybe even oil.
Yeah, I'll just cover it in oil.
Just to slide it up.
Yeah.
Like get it right up there. Way up there, Morty.
That needs to connect to that. That's what we need to figure out. So now it's my job to try and get a hose on that. Now both of those are hard mounted. So you got to like slip it on bit by bit. It's a horrible job.
You should have seen me trying to do it with that friggin' thick hose.
Yeah.
It doesn't bend. See, this one, you can just like bend it, get it up that way, and then get it on that way.
Yeah. We are aware this is not the best fix for this because it's only going to do the same problem again. It's going to overheat, start to crack and fatigue. But the old setup lasted like a year, I suppose, before that got hot and cracked. So hopefully this lasts through the weekend.
Yeah.
This could have been our problem.
What is it?
Hose clamp stuffed.
Oh.
Look. Pretty sure this bit there is supposed to be up there.
Mm.
And that might have been why it's leaking, because the hose clamp was actually pulling down hard. You know it's getting really serious when you start to like just send raw oil down to try and get it on. Not even like just a spray, it's just full on oil. Okay. Go. Don't you want to go to your home? Oh, now the oil's coming out the back and now I can't grip anything. Oh, it's on.
What?
Done. Now I'm just going to nip it up.
Nice. That's good.
That's better.
Yeah, that's going to hold. I have faith.
Will hold even better when it heats up and starts to melt and actually vulcanizes to the aluminium, for the stainless steel pipe that we've made there. That's when you know it's really working. Now I'm going to do it with a ratchet. I know yours.
I got a ratchet there ready, but I don't think it only fits one of the hose clamps.
Yeah, I know. This is the joy of using multiple hose clamps. You got multiple.
Or you just use a screwdriver.
No.
You know, a screwdriver could do multiple sized hose clamps.
Yeah, it could, but then you're never going to get the leverage on it, and you're never going to get it tight.
Yeah, but you can't do it too tight because then you pierce the hose.
Nah. It's all in the wrists. You get the feel for it as time goes on.
Time goes on.
That's what I don't like when your hose clamp does that. Damn it. We might swap these hose clamps out. You're doing.
A screwdriver, Michael.
I'm doing it to undo it because one of the hose clamps is stuffed. We really need to buy some more and replace these ones.
We need to add a side mission to the fixed drain.
Yeah, a side quest. Oh, look, there's two that are holding really well, one not so much, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad, you know? So they say. We need to get some good high quality ones because I think a couple of these are just cheapies and you can tell.
Alright, so that's done?
Wow. Yeah,
To the
kind of.
point of extinction?
It's on.
Alright.
Let's see if it leaks.
See how the car was?
I know, you got it in your... See, he's got new shorts.
Drain hose.
He's got a pen holder.
Alright, let's do the horns. And then I reckon we do a nut bolt check.
Yeah,
Because
check
the rest
light.
is kind of when we move it out, start it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do horns.
What?
I don't know where the plug is.
So these are the original horns, huh?
These are the original horns. There's a plug there. Oh, that'll be it then. I don't know, do you want to just try it? I'm not going to stand here. Nothing.
Nothing.
It's got to be near there because
Where did they go?
they sat like here. But I didn't put them back in because the intercooler's there.
We'll just test them to see. Ready?
Yep. Holy crap.
Like he just shit himself, so did I. They work.
Okay, that's loud.
And that's a good sounding horn.
That is a good sounding horn.
Yeah.
Why didn't I plug them back in?
Thank
okay. Now why are they not working?
Thank you, future Gemini battery.
I guess we're not running the horns today.
Oh no, I reckon I can fix it, but I'd just like to point out something with this. When you're looking through your wiring diagrams, I thought, oh, I'll look for the horn, you know, it's gonna be somewhere in here, could be in your body harness or something like that. No, it has its own freaking wiring diagram because apparently it runs through the cruise control module. Now we pulled out the cruise control module. So now we need to figure out whether that's what's upsetting it, because it looks like the only wires that go to the horn pad switch assembly, which is your steering wheel, the only negative runs through a cruise control module. It doesn't go through anything else. So we need to find the cruise control module loom that we unplugged and jump the black wire to each other. And I reckon then it'll work.
Okay.
That's my theory. Who would have thought this would have been so tricky?
I thought this was the easiest job for the day.
Yeah, I thought, oh, we'll just plug it in and we'll have a horn. Nope. So far we have this done.
And 3 days. We got 3 days.
3 days, people. People are doing engine stops right now and we're trying to get a horn working. Oh, here it is.
Yeah. See?
Now there is 2 black wires in here. And if I was a betting man,
If I was a betting man.
which I'm not, plug your horns back in. I'll jump that and I bet you it'll work.
Alright, let's do it.
I bet you if it works, you buy lunch.
Done.
Deal.
Don't work, please don't work.
Go.
Holy shit, that's loud.
Yes. Wiring diagrams. Yes. But who would have thought that? A horn goes through the...
That's stupid.
Why would it go through cruise control? Oh, I guess I'll jump that, eh?
Yep, you do that and I'll figure out where the frick I'm going to put these.
Shoving him in there isn't going to make it any better.
Why is this so difficult?
Because you put a big fat intercooler in your bumper bar?
I don't want to go fast. I don't want horns.
Yeah, but when you win now, you can be like, meow, 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 meow. And now you can beep people like, move out of the way, I want to go fast. 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 So to explain the dilemma that we're having right now, there's not a lot of room in here for actually fitting these because you've got that black plastic cap that goes over here.
Yeah, and
So
there's an intercooler there.
So my suggestion is to put them in underneath the headlight over there.
So what, under there?
Yeah, under in there. So like, literally, underneath where you got this hole. Hello.
Yeah.
Put it in there.
Might have to.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm sorry.
Do you want to show us where you did your horns?
I literally just used the 2 existing bolts that were already there.
I thought he was quick. I was like, geez, he didn't even drill the holes or anything. They're up there, they're out of the way. Now I just need to extend some wiring.
Yeah. So lower it after this, after the horn.
Yeah. So, this is also part of drag challenge preparation. Transitioning the gut into eating a lot of fried servo food.
What seems to be the problem?
They're not working now. So I wired it up exactly how we had it before, like that setup. And now it's deciding, no, I don't want to work anymore. So my question is, did I wire red to red or red to black? That could have been what I've done. So we'll see in a second. In which case we might have popped the fuse. Then we're going to find out where the fuse is because there's no like fuse labelled in this thing. That's correct. So what's going on? Why have you decided all of a sudden you do not want to work? Something is amiss.
Google how to hit horn.
So I think what I was again the cruise control, because you know your cruise control has to go through your horn relay has to go through your cruise control module for some reason. When I looped this, I tied it into the loom, and the wire was so thin and small that it actually snaps. So that was losing connection, which means that it would be getting no power to that. So now we have horns.
Okay. Let's move on.
That took way longer than it needed to.
I've already unbolted the coilovers.
Okay.
So let's get the trans jack under the diff, drop it, raise it 20 mil.
Yep.
And then that means we're raised, we got horns. Oh,
Yep.
do you want to go cross off horns?
Yeah, I want to do that. 'Cause that was... Horns. Done.
Done.
Wow, there's still a lot to do.
Yeah, there is. Alright, let's raise it. Because then we can get it off the hoist.
Yep. Hey! What are you gonna do? Drop a 20 mil?
I guess.
We dropped something.
It feels a lot. Maybe I should.
I just can't believe you're doing it.
What?
Raising something.
I have to.
Because once we load the trailer up, it's probably going to go back to what it was. So once we do this,
You can put wheels on,
roll her out.
roll it out, start it, bleed it.
So why are the snowflakes going off?
Because these are what we're going to be driving on and towing with. So we've just got a snowflake with a 255, and they're just a street tire.
Just our street tire that we run, and obviously because we're going to the dyno, we're not running our slicks, so the snowflakes go back on.
Again.
Which means this video, no one's even seen.
No one's going to see the fairlane on the good wheels.
Until we send it down the track.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be taking those wheels down the track.
Yeah.
All right. God, they look tiny.
They do look tiny after seeing them.
Ugh.
We have a nice squeak. This is about a third of the water you dropped yesterday, so we'll need another third.
I can do fractions.
Alright, let it warm up.
Yeah. I'll check the lights.
Lights. We have headlights, high beams, yes, indicator. Other side. Got an indicator out. I reckon this tail light's not plugged in. Go to the other side. Reverse. Yep. Brake. No brake light.
No brake lights.
Yeah. The top one's working, but you got no rear tail lights.
Alright.
So we found the problem. Apart from the fact that Nathan didn't tell me that the brake lights don't work when the ignition's not on. We pulled all the headlights apart. No, headlights. Tail lights apart again for the second day in a row. Most of them were just dodgy, like, connections and terminals, and we changed these globes over and they just weren't quite connected right, but they're all working now. We can put it all back together. I want to see if we can dump some fuel before we head to Jake's.
Yep.
And then I think we're pretty much ready to go.
God, it looks so ugly with a tow bar. The effort I went through to have no tow bar, and now it's back again.
And the effort we put into putting in another tow bar. For those wondering why we did that, by the way, it's because the old tow bar was huge.
Yeah.
It was a heavy duty one, had a big bar that went from here like all the way to nearly the diff. And Nathan wanted to remove back then. This one's just like a lightweight one. We never really, we did test it once.
We did test
but
it,
it's never been tested fully, so we're not even going to test it now because we've still got to drive on E85 to the dyno, but let's just see what happens if we can dump fuel still. I don't want to rock up to the dyno and it not work. Yep.
Beautiful.
Alright, well that works, so we should be able to
Go to the dyno.
go to the dyno now.
Alright, we can check a few things off the list.
So we have check lights done, nut and bolt check whole car, test fuel drain, yes, bleed, the cooling system, calibrate spreader we can't do yet, 98 tune we can't do yet, test trailer plug, yet to be done. Pack toolbox, we can do that before we go. So another thing that we should show the folks that they wouldn't have seen is before we went to Summerhouse we actually had to put a firewall in this thing between the fuel cell and us. So that's what our firewall looks like. Nice piece of galvanized steel. All siliconed up so that it doesn't leak anything, so now it is legal. Sort of. Kind of. That's it for the car.
Yeah.
Toolbox?
Yeah, that's
so we
the
take some
toolbox.
tools with us.
Yeah.
So, we're going to want to have our tools with us, obviously, during Drake Challenge. So, we went to Burson. We picked up a new toolbox. It's empty, but it's a new toolbox. So, this is made by Chicane, and it's the perfect little drag racing
Challenge toolbox.
Yeah, because it's got little tiny compartments, we can put all our stuff in it. And hopefully we don't need to use it, but we're going to pack it now because we're pretty much done working on the car here, really. So the tools can pretty much go away because we're not doing anything between now and Drag Challenge.
We hope not.
We hope not. So now we'll pack this, take the tools to the dyno because chances are we might break something. So we might as well test what we have and what we need to bring.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it, we're ready to go. Close it up, we're ready to go. Looking good so far.
Yeah, I think that should do for now. Nah, that should be it.
Alright.
Should we go to the dyno?
Yeah, let's go to the dyno.
See you at the dyno.
You should have seen the hassles we had trying to get a horn working today. Alright, so we're down here at Tune Tech and we're about to put it on the dyno because we're going to do a 98 tune on it now. The purpose of our 98 tune is not for power at all. It's purely just going to be to get it from A to B, which is from racetrack to racetrack, specifically Heathcote to Mildura, and then
back
to Heathcote again. We're going to try and avoid using 98 if we can. We want to try and keep it purely E85 just for simplicity, and so we don't have to do this, but we need to have a backup plan when we inevitably run out of E85. But right now we're going to test for the first time to see whether we can actually pump out all the E85 in this tank. So
is that petrol tank?
This is surge. This is still fuel cell. Yeah. Let's see if it works. Now we wait.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it's going. See. All right, we are empty as much as we're ever going to get. Like, it's never going to be a perfect system. There's always going to be a little bit left in the tank because it's what the pumps can't suck up. But we've filled nearly 3 jerry cans, surprisingly. So we will put these aside and we will switch
to 98.
To dirty old 98. You can fill it up. I emptied it. You can fill it.
Oh.
Oh my god, it's so heavy. How's it feel putting 98 in, Nate?
I don't like it. I hate it.
It smells yuck.
It smells good. That's what I said to Michael when we were at the servo and I poured it all down my leg.
Prime the tanks. And wait for the overflow to go cold and we know that we're full. There.
Perks of having aluminium.
Yeah. Alright, we're loaded up with 98 now. We just wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
Is it working? Yeah. So as it turns out, we might not need to put this thing on the dyno, so we're going to go for a quick drive and just see what she do. That seems fine.
It feels good.
Yeah. Well, turns out we don't need to put it on the dyno today, which I'm kind of feeling a bit sad about because I want to see it on the dyno, but at the same time it's good not to because I don't want to break anything. But it was pretty much as simple as saying we're running flex fuel now in the ECU, and the ECU did all its comps and figured it out. Jake's adjusted a few things just to help us out with a little bit of fuel economy when we're driving and just neaten up the 98 a little bit, but nothing crazy. It's not set up to run power or anything like that, and nothing's changed in ignition or timing or anything like that. It's purely just to get us from A to B, so we're not allowed to boot it, basically, when we're on 98. But that's fine. For now, we're going to run it like that. We'll leave it at that, and then maybe when we bring it back to, because we've got a lot more mods to go on this after Drake Challenge, when we bring it back then, we might look at doing something then. But what we're going to do now is drain the 98 back out, put the E85 in, and see what it does, and hopefully it all returns to the way.
Yeah, we'll see what E85 content we can get back.
Let's drain some fuel and see what we come up with.
Yep.
Be gone, 98. Alright, so we have put the E85 back in it. We didn't fill up completely. We just got about, what, maybe 30 litres something in it?
Yeah, 30 litres.
We started back up and it's running at about 75 or 76% E85, which we're actually pretty happy with considering that's just a straight swap. So there's still obviously a little bit of 98 left in it, but our plan is what we'll do is we will do this swap maybe an hour out before racing or getting to our destination. We'll do that, run it as empty as we can, and then fill back with 85 up at the track. So hopefully we get it up to around the 80% mark again. But talking to Jake, he's not even too fussed if it is running about 75, something like that, because the tune isn't on the edge and That's actually pretty good to get it to that high, I think, from what I've heard, to get it that
Well,
high.
from just going straight to 98 and then going back again, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good considering the system that we're using.
Yeah.
And it works. The only downfall that we probably has is filling it is difficult. So we're going to look at maybe looking at a transfer pump, like a portable transfer pump, just to make it easier. But I'm wrapped. The dry brakes work. Like being able to control each pump and dump it and refill it and all like that has worked really well. The hull tech is doing what it's supposed to do, which is figure itself out, and Jake's given us the green light to basically send it as it is. So it's not gone to the dyno. We're going to take it back home now, actually have an early night for once, and yeah, start packing tomorrow night with the trailer and everything.
Yeah.
So good day, all in all.
Great day.
We're actually a little bit prepared.
And we have a working horn.
Oh yeah, we have a horn. That's the biggest thing. You know how hard that horn was to hook up? Yeah. All right, well, let's pack up and head home, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right. So we're back at the shed now. It's another night. We have a trailer now. So what can we cross off?
Okay, so we can cross off a few things. No, not that yet. So we can chalk off
Chop off.
98 tune,
Yeah,
adjust headlights,
we've done that.
pack toolbox.
Pack toolbox, yeah.
So we just got to do speedo and trailer plug.
Yeah, and speedo. Oh, I could do speedo tomorrow night. I reckon I can smash that tomorrow night real
Oh.
quick. So, this is our drag challenge prep.
Yeah.
Are we prepared?
No.
Did this creep up on us?
Yes.
Is the car ready?
No, the car's good. The car feels good.
It felt pretty strong yesterday
The car
driving
feels
home. Obviously we've got to pack the trailer, but we need to source a few more things and figure out how we're going to do this, because what we plan on doing for accommodation has now changed. And that sort of brings us to our plan about the whole drag challenge and what it means for us. We're not going there to set times, we're not going there to win.
No.
We're pretty much going for the journey and the experience,
Yeah.
and learn what it's all about, because if you've been watching the channel for a very long time, we have never, ever drag raced before.
No.
So the first time we ever do it is going to be in an untested car at a major event in front of lots and lots of people. So yeah, we're just going to have a good time.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, by the way, the track is starting at Heathcote on the Friday,
Yes. Mildura.
Mildura on the Saturday, and then back to Heathcote on the Sunday.
Yes.
Our plan is for those first 2 days is to just pretty much probably do one and done.
Yeah, just get it down.
Maybe two if Nathan completely balls up the first one, maybe.
I will balls up the first
Yeah,
one.
and then learn from that, and then on the last day do one, and if we haven't killed it,
We'll see what happens.
Page
Yeah.
up.
It depends how busy it is, because the last day everyone will be going. for
yeah,
it.
exactly right.
Yeah.
So
but once we go down the track, I'll be happy to go to Heathcote again.
yeah, exactly. So that's our plan. That's what we want to achieve. Just have fun, enjoy it.
Yeah.
We're taking 2 people with us as well too. So my brother is coming along, and Nathan's partner Gemma is coming along as well too for moral support.
It's okay you didn't go that far. And also, we are so keen to hang out with all the Drag Challenge veterans.
Yeah, too. And also anyone, obviously you're going to know where we are if you're following social and stuff like that. We'll keep you up to date. If anybody wants to say hello, please do. We
Yeah.
love having a chat. So if you see us, come have a chat. If you head over to our website,
Yes.
you can buy a bunch of merch, but also too, we're going to open up a pre-order for both hoodies and t-shirts, because I've had so many people asking recently. So we will run the pre-order I'll probably run it for 2 weeks, I think. Then they will get manufactured, and then they will get sent out after that. So you're probably looking at, 3 to 4 weeks turnaround type thing. But that's pretty much the only way that we can afford to do it at the moment, because it
Yes.
does cost a lot of money to make these, because these are actually high quality AS color t-shirts and hoodies, so they're not cheap or anything like that, which means they are expensive to make. And it'd be greatly appreciated because it's going to help pay for fuel and everything that we're going to break on this event. It would be really, really awesome if you could do that, and thank you for everyone that has bought anything in the past for that support. Of course, also too, thank you to our major sponsor, Burson Garage. Without them, we could not be doing this.
Nope.
So make sure you head over to Burson Garage's website and check it out and sign up, because it really goes a long way to helping us continue what we do here. And also head into your local Burson store to buy all the parts that you're going to need on your day-to-day workings on cars.
Yes.
We don't have a word of the day for this one. Maybe good luck.
No, tune.
Tune.
98 tune with a CH.
98 tune with a
I crossed
CH.
it out.
Specifically flex fuel tune, which was way easier than
Way easier than we thought. That's it.
Yeah, I guess that's it. So the next episode you will see will be
Fairlane finally go down the track.
Yeah, if you're watching this video on the Thursday, there's a good chance we're probably at scrutineering right now.
Yeah, we will be at scrutineering.
This is how close we are playing this game.
So that's a good time to probably head over to the socials, because I think we're going to be jamming that full of Drag Challenge stuff.
Yeah, what we're up to and how we're going. And
Yeah.
Anyway,
let's get packing.
we'll see you then. What's this? What's going on with your socks today?
Oh, my roses.
Yeah, what's with the roses, huh?
Ah, you know, in memory.
In memory of what?
I don't know.
Your old boots.
This hose.
No, your old shorts, because you got new shorts.
I got new shorts.
Actually, so do I. I got new shorts too.
Hey, new
We're
shorts.
both rocking shorts.
New boot scoop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, for those that don't follow us on the Instagram yet, I don't think the Fairlane's being featured ever since we have
No.
the new set of wheels for the rear.
Yeah, we finally got rears.
Yeah, Nathan finally bit the bullet and got himself a set of Street Pros at the rear. They just fit. Just fit.
There's some minor clearancing on the
Some
brake.
minor clearance thing that had to happen. So for everyone's going to ask, do they fit? No, they don't.
Yeah, good idea.
You
We don't
need
want people to do what we did.
Yeah, you need to clearance a few things. Remember, Hackshop. But they look good.
They look mint.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get her up.
Not seeing anything.
What you raiding there, Nathan?
What?
What you raiding there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing to see here. Just a box of
Why do we have another box of goodies there,
turbos and stuff.
Nathan? Is that a turbo? You know, we were so desperate for the hose clamp. When you take a 42 to 90 and bring it down to a 42. No, but the wiring was down here, wasn't it?
No,
Oh.
it's in the corner there. It was that big black box. That's a little black box.
What?
Priorities?
Getting all of the gunk out the K-frame.
Oh,
Yeah. So then if we do have a leak,
we know it's new?
we know it's new.
I can tell you one thing I've learned on this build. If you're going to put a Heltec dash into an EL or an NF or anything like that Falcon, just leave the dash in place. It's so much easier trying to figure out all the problems that come with when you remove the dash. It's been a journey where you don't realise things aren't working until later on down the track. You go, hey, why doesn't the speedo work? Hey, why don't the headlights work? Why don't the brake lights work?
I think this car will get a
Why
rewire.
doesn't the alternator work? It used to work. What did we change? We changed the dash, but still, that shouldn't change anything, should it? Yes!
Oh, that's funny.
The dash has a computer in it. And that computer controls everything, apparently.
Just let him have his rant.
I noted it. It looks like a minion with those lights on the front.
Hang on.
Hello! You ready to get destroyed?
How many other people have gone to drag challenge without ever drag racing before?
Yeah, that's that. That's true.
That's what I really want to know.